Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and those with the good sense to do away with the whole affair. How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome in. I'm doing very well. Well, you all played gotcha games before coming here, so I would say that this is not a new thing. Um, yes, but they learn from you, Quentin. You play Genshin, what are you talking about? You very much do play gotcha games. But, let's see, today has been wonderful. I did, in fact, have to go to the dentist, which was amusing after reading the dentist story on Sunday. But no needles through the eyes, so I will call that a victory for myself. I tried I tried Dragon Age 2 for about an hour over the weekend, just skipping through the cutscenes and doing gameplay. For the sake of seeing if it was more stable, and it does seem, at least during that hour, that it is stable. And it seems to run a lot smoother in terms of, being a couple years older, or newer than Dragon Age Origin, so hopefully. We also don't see nearly as many complaints on the message boards about crashes for this one, so fingers crossed, everyone. How? Oh, good God, that reminds me, I have a dentist appointment on the 6th. Well, hopefully you have taken care of your teeth, Otter. And also, before we get too much farther in, I have somewhat jumped the gun. Or I guess the bow, as we were talking earlier, but welcome in, Quentin. Congratulations on being the first into the apothecary tonight. Welcome in, Otter. Hope you get to relax. Welcome in, Manballs. Pleasure to see you earlier in the night. Thank you for joining us. So, well, yes, let's see. That is about what has been going on here. Speaking of having an appointment on the 6th of February, can you believe that we are at the end of January already? I feel like I woke up from the holiday torpor and then suddenly I blink and we're already at the end of January. What happened to this month? It is ridiculous. Just become your own dentist. I see no problem with that. In my day, you had two options. You would either go to the blacksmith or you would go to the barber. The barber was said to have a steadier and gentler hand for pulling teeth. Luckily, yes, the blacksmith, he had a strong grip and he had the tools to pull teeth. But these days they have so many interesting instruments. It is quite remarkable what they can do and all that they go poking and prodding around with. Remember, we did not believe in this germ theory that is so prevalent these days. Back then, you would use your hunting knife to go skin a deer, and then you bring it to the dinner table and use it to cut your bread. Maybe you would wipe it off on your pants if you were feeling rambunctious. But that is why I think the fashion these days has gone so much better. You get to actually wash your clothing in a reasonable time and get to keep everything so much nicer. It is, after all, why I am able to fill my mask with licorice these days rather than those pungent herbs. So long as it's a clear set of tongs or chisel. Oh my, jumping straight to the chisel, that is quite brave of you, Otter. I don't know what you're talking about. People didn't die in my village, Quentin. They simply had perfectly aligned humors, after all. But for a lesser skilled doctor than I am sure they had some difficulty with it. Exactly. So, why don't we pop over into my parlor and load up the game? Hello, Freya. You had quite a long stream today. Welcome in, everyone. Freya is a fellow Plague Doctor VTuber. I posted their original single in the Apothecary Discord, if you had a chance to check it out. They have a remarkably lovely singing voice, very hauntingly beautiful. So if you haven't checked that out, highly suggest going to their page and checking out the link to their YouTube to hear that song. Of course, Doctor. Cheers to you. Yes, she does have a very gorgeous model, and if you haven't gotten a chance to see her mask, it is a very different aesthetic than mine, but it is quite lovely, I have to say. I hope you had a lovely rest of your stream. I was bouncing in and out of it earlier today, as research would allow, and I saw you went through quite a lot of different activities. Oh, yes, I don't think, it would be very fitting for either of us to switch our masks. We have very different aesthetics after all, but they both work, and, I mean, it is such a classic shape, it's hard to say that it doesn't suit many people. But they do very comfy games as from what I've seen. They were playing Stardew earlier, and looks like a lot of fun. If you haven't tried Graveyard Keeper, it is basically Stardew Valley down to pretty much the same UI, but instead of tending a farm, you are instead building a graveyard, which is thematically very appropriate. There also is some light automation features as you can bring the corpses that you are given back to life and to serve as zombies to automatically harvest things for you. And it has slightly more RPG styles, and you have like a skill tree to go off, and different activities will give you different, different opportunities to like construct different types of equipment or build up the church, or you can work on your dark magics. No, 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 Quentin. My solution to everything is not only leeches. Leeches are just a good first measure, since so many people these days seem to have an overabundance of red humor. And then we go from there. Unless you need to sleep, and then we get some, like, nightshade into your evening tea, and that does slow the heart enough to allow a very peaceful sleep, as long as the dose is well managed. But I believe... Yes, you can see the art cover for Graveyard Keeper there as well. Leeches are very valuable medical tools, Quentin. Don't disregard the leeches. At least I don't use the maggots. Even though those are also very valuable medical tools. And people even still use them these days. But, yes, it is something I definitely want to eventually play, but that will come a time when I've finished either one of these. Thank you very much for stopping in, Freya. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful lurk. You worked very hard today, and you had a lovely stream, so take some time to make sure you're resting and caring for yourself, okay, Doctor? Quentin, listen carefully. Do not suck yourself. That will not solve anything for you, okay? Thank you very much, Freya. I will be attending to my dear patients for the next couple of hours, but then I will certainly be taking some time to rest for the evening. So, as I was saying before we had an esteemed guest come in, we should make our way over to the parlor and get to see how Dragon Age 2 is. Unlike Dragon Age 1, where I have played a lot of it, I have only played Dragon Age 2 a couple of times, and it's been a very long time, since normally I either feel more like the tactical game of 1, or the more story-driven, larger game that is Inquisition, the third one. So very rarely have I gone back to play 2. So this will be almost like a new experience for me. So let's see what happens. I will see you all in a moment. And before we start the game, we are going to turn the music off. Okay. The screen is not capturing, but that is more of an OBS issue than it is a Dragon Age issue. So we are just going. Why even have the command? Because having the command tells me, hey, I should be on top of my game and not cause any issues by forgetting to turn the music off. It is like an incentive. Mhm. Uh, no, I just closed it and now I'm reopening the game, so it just is a fresh start. Gotta play. Screen shuffle. One of the greatest inventions in gaming, I must say, was when they decided to make borderless full screen. That was a wonderful thing. Okay, much better. Okay, let's see. Oh, I didn't check if subtitles are on. Sound effect, where dialogue volume, subtitles, always on. There we go. Let's make sure that's saved. Video on. Video graphics are very high, perfect. Okay, and I do think, because I am me, we should continue with the rogue. Because, Well, I will again leave it to chat. Should we play what is thematically appropriate for me, or should we play a mage? Because it is either what is thematically appropriate for myself, or it is what is always more integrated into the world of Dragon Age as story relevant. Got one for mage. I will say the Inquisition game will be a rogue, but it doesn't. You don't directly carry the same character over, so it doesn't matter for this one. In this one, unlike in 1 and 3, you are not telling your own character's story. You are telling the story of Hawk, and so you do get to you do get to customize the look, but really it's not so much of an OC, so. Okay, sounds like we have 2 votes for mage. And that is fine, because I believe last time I played this game, I did a rogue, so it will be a new experience for us all. So, let's give it a try. I've always thought it was funny, from even the earliest trailers, they showed a very long hold on that torch that did not even look good when the game came out. So it was so weird that they decided to hold on that specific frame. That is a very blunt sword. Uh, oh, thank you. The downside to having uh like 12 broken out audio signals is sometimes it's easy to turn one off, especially when we have to turn so much off for ASMR. So this is Varric telling a story right now.
Scouts. We will have to fight them.
Hello, May. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the Apothecary. How are you doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. So as you can see already, the game is a drastically different camera angle and much more of an action RPG style. I always thought it was a bit on the nose to name your sibling who is a warrior carver. That would be like if your name was Blasty or something. I remember being so in love with the staff fighting animations. Yes, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Have you played this game before? We can't keep this up forever.
Perhaps we'll be lucky and they'll run out of darkspawn. Here they come. Shall I give them a taste of my blade?
I'll deal with them. More time for magic. Well, I was just saying earlier that I've only played this like maybe 2 times, and it was when it came out, so this is almost fresh to me because I do not recall many of the major plot points at all. Well, thank you. And yes, this week is going to be a slightly different schedule because I will be doing a collab on Friday with a lovely Elf Taylor VTuber, but normally every Friday is Persona 5, so I hope I will see you there. And thank you so much for stopping in. I really appreciate it, and I hope you will come back to the apothecary soon. There's always plenty of wine here if you want it. Oh, wonderful. We would love to have you. Emrys is a joy to be around. Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your time zone, May. I'm getting flashbacks to the boss fight from DAO that we had a few problems with. But you can... yeah. Just rip him in part using the power that the Templars are absolutely afraid of us having. Oh, that must be the titular dragon. So, I guess it's probably not a two...
That's not what really happened.
Does that not match the story you've heard, Seeker?
I'm not interested in stories. I came to hear the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
I know the truth.
Don't lie to me. You knew him even before he became the champion.
Even if I did, I don't know where he is now.
Do you have any idea what...
For some reason, Quentin, I get the strange feeling you're gonna very much like Varric.
Countries fall into pieces and put the entire world on the brink of war. And you need the one person who could help you put it back together.
The champion was at the heart of it when it all began. If you can't point me to him, tell me everything you know.
You aren't worried I'll just make it up as I go?
Not at all.
Oh no, Varric is the dwarf.
To hear the whole...
There we go. Now we can... Yes, compared to the start of DAO, where you are in this god-awful looking armor, it is a step up. Oh, that is... What is a base that can we work off of? Okay. We have many miles to go before we have something that looks good, but trying to make a good looking character in a BioWare character creator is a tribulation all of its own. Okay, we will start with this, and... Okay, so... Perfect complexion, obviously. Pale as anything. No tattoos. Oh, okay. Hair. Side part. Just an absolute ponce white guy with dreadlock mage. It would be like, if you could do some kind of weed magic and just be, yo, dude, the Darkspawn are like totally whatever, you know? It's all good. Try my deep shrooms. That is the Skyrim special. Oof. Tonsard. Let's see. The druid, as we call them. Yes, if the druid, like, make it 70% more unkempt and you would have a druid, I think. Okay, they are not giving us... Oh, that is tragic. That is, Oh. Who's that look like? That looks like, Daryl from The Walking Dead. What's his name? You know who I'm talking about. Norman Reedus. Yes. Anime protagonist hair. The Space Marine. I guess we will go with the generic fantasy hair. Which one is Phoenix Wright? Oh, I kind of like that. It's kind of okay. Oh. Well, you gotta go, let's see. Where's the eye? Where's the hair color? Toss a coin to your witcher, O Valley of Plenty. O Valley of Plenty. Okay. Then... Hello, Jotunheim. How are you? Welcome into the apothecary tonight. Hope you're doing well. And see, at least we have more eyebrow selections this time. Between Nun, Caterpillar, and Plucked last time. Okay. Now... This... I look very tired with this expression. I think that's like literally the... Welcome back. Okay, I think that's as good as we're going to get for eyes. Big anime eyes, naturally. Eye color. Can we get a nice gray? There we go. Hey, we match. Let's see. We need a... So we are just starting the game, obviously. Chat decided that I should play a mage for this one, since it's not really an OC, per se, since you are always playing Hawk. Need to change the brow. That is a... Indeed, Dragon Age 2. We gave up on Dragon Age 1 when it kept, after it kept crashing in that plot required loading screen last time. And I've only played Dragon Age 2 maybe 2 or 3 times total, so this will be a much fresher experience. Okay, we need to bring the nose tip. And... okay. Mouth. Pretty okay. That's fine. Now let's see if we can fix the cheekbones. That's fine. I want a... It is nice to have the camera so I can see myself. Let's see. I don't tend to keep a lot of mirror... Oh! Thank you for the book, man balls. I will definitely check it out after stream. What was it? Anything of particular interest, or did you just grab... Ah! Ow! Oh. There's ink on the ground. Ugh. Oh, you played a ton of it along with Origins. What was your... Did you have a favorite class to play as, or did you mix them up? Thank you for the mushrooms. I will be sure to use them in an omelet later. Let's see. Jaw width. Chin width. Cheekbone width. There we go. Now we're approaching. Always a mage. Well, you will hopefully enjoy watching this playthrough then. Let's see. That's fine. Let's see. Is there anything else that needs to be doing? Okay. Can we get rid of the stubble? I do not like... Or are you required? Oh, we need to look at the beards. That is a tragic bad texture. Yeah, I will definitely be doing Rogue for the next one to be more fitting for my character, but since... Okay, that's good. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, yeah, but since this is always Hawk, I decided to go with a slightly different look. But if I was serious in a character RP sort of thing, mage. Yeah, that's the thing that always kind of bothered me about Dragon Age of... It feels like you don't get the whole story unless the main character is a mage sometimes. Okay. Name. I can spell my own name. Okay, let's see. So, for, since we didn't get to import a save because, you know, we couldn't save it, where should we have left off? Should it be default hero? Okay, let's read the options. Hero for Eldin. A young man from a noble family rose to become the Grey Warden, then ended the Fifth Blight by killing the Archdemon himself and surviving. He always strove for the greater good and placed his friend Alistair on the throne of Ferelden. The Martyr. Ferelden will forever remember the young Dalish elf who died to kill the fifth archdemon. Even though she had reason to be cynical, her actions always benefited others. She left a kingdom ruled jointly by Alistair and Queen Honora. No compromise. A ruthless dwarven noble took command of Ferelden's Grey Wardens and let nothing stand between him and victory. He exiled Alistair, sent Loghain to his death against the archdemon, and left Honora as Ferelden's ruler. I think, based on the tenor of our Dragon Age playthrough, no compromise is probably the best, is probably the most fitting for how we left things. Okay. No compromise. The beard's gonna bug me. I never did like facial hair. But, okay, can I get rid of the stubble? That's gonna really annoy me if I can't. Wow, you literally... Anyway, I'm gonna go watch and calm down instead of being anxiety slime ball. Well, I really hope you get to have a nice, relaxing evening then, Jotun. And I really hope, you enjoy the show. Okay, I'm trying to decide which is going to annoy me more. If having his stupid little stubble chin. Yeah, okay. We'll go with that. Wizards and beards and all that. Okay. Howdy ho.
The Blight have been unleashed on Ferelden. Dark spawn poured out of the wilds,
Too late.
clashing against the army at the ruins of Ostagar.
I think I can change it at some point. We'll see.
Master, King Kalen died on the field with his men, betrayed by his most trusted general. Unopposed, the Horde marched on the village of Lothering. The village
I have the customizing in this game.
were slaughtered. The champion's family barely escaped in time.
Hey, yes, the BioWare is not known for their... is not exactly known for their great character customization.
I think that's all of them.
For the moment, make us save us. We've lost it all. Everything your father and I built.
Look on the bright side, Mother.
At least we're alive. That's no small feat.
Yes, you're right.
We should have run sooner. Why did we wait so long?
Why are you looking at me? I've been running since Ostagar.
Speaking of running,
Interrupt, but the Blight's not going to wait while we stand here pointing fingers.
Please, listen to your brother.
Then let's go. Lead on.
why am I in front? You're the two-handed warrior. Wait, where the hell did the dog just come from? Okay.
Here we go!
Oh. Wait, do I not? Do I... only have Mind Blast? Oh, that sucks. Okay. Auto attacks it is. Okay, they level you up literally right off the bat. Okay, let's see. So naturally, we're going to need 2 magic, 1 willpower. We'll be lurking for a bit. Got some washing I need to do. And do some cool magic stuff. Oh. I hope you have a wonderful time doing your magic things, Otter. And thank you very much for the lurk. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your time lurking at the apothecary. I hope you find our facilities are sufficient for your magical needs. Okay, what should be our focus? I do not remember the tree, so let's go take a look. Death Siphon. The mage replenishes vitality by consuming. Okay, Dispel, Walking Bomb. Walking Bomb sounds good, but... the mage curses an enemy with the effect that turns the victim's own body. That's right. It deals spirit damage. Okay. Elemental is, of course, good old Elemental Blaster. Primal. Rock Armor. Galvanism. Okay, this is CC, because I believe this is knockdown and stuns and everything. Entropy is debuffs. I will leave the debuffing to others. Creation is healing. I will leave the healing to others. Okay, so I think we will go down. Well, let's see. Crushing Prison. Barrier. Arcane Shield. Layer in cases. Grants a bunch of armor. I need... The mushrooms were worth it. Oh, the... Oh, okay. Well, you know, the currency you bet with on the slot machine isn't the same as your channel points. Oh. Yes, and any other apprentices are, of course, welcome to request a walk-on sound if you so please. I have enabled that, so if you go to the add-on on my page, you can add one. Okay, Petrify, target becomes resistant to damage. Okay, do I just want to be a blaster, or... Wide area, galvanism... So, in terms of, like, Avatar: The Last Airbender, I really think, I would go for earthbending. So we're going to go down. It might not be the strongest in the game, but I really don't care. We're going to go down some more CC-oriented build and do, Chain Lightning. I'm overhearing Terrence just, finish him. Death Siphon, Spirit Mastery, Spirit Damage, Mana, Spirit Bolt, Slamson, although other, greater frequency, Spirit Strike, Walking Bomb. I do remember, well, I guess if we're going to be a mage, we should be we should be at least somewhat thematic. Let's go for, the Spirit Tree. More like finish your food. Oh, we are all about good positivity here, Jotunheim. So I'm glad. Okay, so we're going to go down the Spirit Tree. It might not be the best tree in the game, but it will be entertaining to get the siphons and spirit bolts and all that good necromancy.
Where are we going?
Away from the Darkspawn, where else?
And then where? We can't just wander aimlessly.
Why not?
So long as we wander aimlessly away from the Horde, I'm happy.
Great, thank you for letting me know, Manballs. I will approve it after the stream.
There's a lot of Templars in Kirk.
Yep,
Mother.
I will. It will be ready for Wednesday stream then. As long as it's not, you know.
Then we need to get to Gwarin and take ship.
If we survive that long, I'll just be happy to get out of here.
I knew this would happen!
Indeed. Genshin stream tomorrow. We will be more focused on story quests because I do legitimately need to catch up on those. Ooh. Right in the back.
You will not have him.
Oof. Using a sword like a paper cutter.
They will not have you.
Are you so certain about that? Because you're not looking too good, and there are a lot of them. I love home cooking. That is, so do I. I am very fond of cooking. What kind of things do you enjoy making, Jotunheim?
Stop squirming, Wesley. You'll make it worse.
Thank you for that wonderfully specific insight.
Of humor. Darkspawn and now
What kind of food do you like making, Jotunheim?
Are clear in their intent, but a mage is always unknown. The order dictates.
The order dictates you suck these nuts.
The order dictates.
Dear, they saved us. The Maker understands.
No, kill him. You question my magic authority. I'm gonna shove this...
My husband, Sir Wesley. We can hate each other when we're safe from the Horde.
He's gentle for a mage hunter.
Templars is terrible indeed.
More so their wives. But as long as there is a greater danger, you and I have an...
Oh no, I'm gonna toss you to the wolves the second I get a chance.
For now, we move with you. North is cut off. We barely escaped the main body of the Horde.
Then we're trapped.
More of a baker when I actually pay attention. I do enjoy baking. The problem with baking is Bonk can only eat so many baked goods, and I don't exactly have a lot of guests around Crane Manor, so I try not to bake too frequently. Oh, I cannot wait to throw you under whatever bus they will let me. Templar scum. Oh, that is bold of you to say. Oh, they flanked us from behind. You never expect the rear attack. I still, the sound effect for the auto attack is so satisfying, the way it's just so whippy. I love making chicken and rice, but also chicken and dumplings, hearty vegetable stew with egg noodles. Very much sounds like the kind of recipes you'd get in an RPG. Would you like your hearty dumplings, or would you like... But no, that all sounds quite good. Personally, I would leave off the chicken, but I can understand how it is such a staple for people. Oh. Maybe don't leave the mages undefended in the back, you meathead warriors. If you're supposed to be defending us, you're doing an awful job of it, I must say. My oh my. But you can already see how different the combat is compared to Dragon Age Origin. Oh my, you make your own beef Wellington. Do you make your own duxelle as well? I think it's always the demi-glace that goes with it that is the... well, real-time sync. Of course, it's the only way to do it. I agree with you, but you would be amazed how many people go through all of the effort to make their own pastry and do the beef Wellington, and then they cheap out on their time not making their own demi-glace and not making the duxelle. And I just have to wonder why at that point. Do tell. Wow, you level up a lot faster in this game than you do in Dragon Age Origins. Remember, it was like a good hour before we got our first level up, I think, in DAO. To be fair, puff pastry is not an entry-level, baked good, but, I mean, at the very least, doing a rough puff is not terribly difficult. Oh, pâtissier! Bon, hello. That would be wonderful. If money was no object in the world, I would absolutely have gone down taking up
I can do that. I can't do that.
taking up baking as a potential profession. I mean, it is alchemy by a different name, really. It was your dream. Are you not pursuing it still? You should.
Make her give me strength.
Ooh. Ooh, that's going to leave a little bit of a mark. Oh, one of your hands is shot. I understand. That can make things very difficult, but it is one of those things that it is something to, it is one thing to say, it's another thing to do it, but one can always find ways. Even back, in, like, pre-World War II era times, people were finding all sorts of ways to make very interesting, replacement limbs for all sorts of tasks that you wouldn't think. Nope, no, 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 bad. You're not looking too good, Aveline.
Bethany, wake up. The battle's over. We're fine.
Oh yes, you only just saw her spine get crushed, Mother. I'm sure she'll wake up in just a moment.
These things will not take Bethany.
Pull yourself together, woman.
Fall apart now. You endanger us all.
Don't lecture me. This is your fault.
Oh, is it now?
Charge off like that.
She did of her own volition, Mother.
My sweetheart.
If we stand here weeping, the Darkspawn will take the rest of us too.
Oh yes, it is definitely just a question of whether one has the means to have the time to learn how to use an offhand.
Place at your side.
But it is definitively a challenge that one would have to overcome, so I completely understand how there might be obstacles preventing you from.
I will never forget you. Bethany.
Why is he still alive? We've wasted enough time.
Leave her. The Darkspawn are gaining by the minute.
Flames. We're too late.
Get ready!
Let's level up before we do whatever they have in store for us. Let's see. Can't learn Walking Bomb yet. Dispel Magic, that's definitely not a high priority. So, okay, we can't learn any of that. Requires 2 points. We are currently level 3, so we can grab that, and then won't be able to grab either of those directly, or that. So I guess we should probably branch out to a different tree. This is all support stuff. We'll throw another mage into... because plot armor. It is always funny that they are wearing full plate, and and usually they still get cut down like it is nothing. Okay, so... this is a knockdown that is a branching. Maybe if we're going the CC route, we could grab, let's see, Stunning Blast. Crushing Prison. I'm kind of thinking Hmm. Mana cost, elemental affinity. What level can you get that? 5 will be 4. 9. 10. It's been so long since I've looked at these skill trees. At least with the other one, I mean, there's no surviving a spinal tap like that. Yeah, that's very true. That's not so much a spinal tap as just disintegration, I would say. Okay, so I think we're going to focus on the spirit and primal trees. Because here, I don't really care about the arcane shield. I don't care about barrier. So, yeah. Okay. Tempest. Rains down on the field. Let's go for some more CC. No problem. Hope the phone call goes well. Oh, right. I should probably level up Aveline. You are... Con. And strength. Okay, you are sword and board. Turn the blade. Stonewall. I really do like the change that they made of having all of these little trees you can go down and modify abilities. It makes the build much more interesting. Well, this mode is active. Okay, you can't get those for a while. Shield bash. Where's whatever that takes aggro? Stamina regen, rally. Battle synergy, second wind. Okay, we're going to... just make her tanky. What are you? You're 2 strength, 1 con. 2-handed. Mighty blow. Easy. Okay. Now that the micro's out of the way.
There's no end to them.
It's a Durgan. You know, that's actually... this is the game that meme came from.
Well, what have we here? It used to be we never got visitors to the wilds, but now it seems they arrive in hordes.
Thank you for saving us.
I don't know what we would have done if you hadn't arrived.
I do. You would have perished. You still may.
Enjoy your lurk, Quentin. I hope you find the facilities at the
I know you are heading in the wrong
apothecary to be to your liking, as always.
So you're just going to leave us here?
The washing has been done, and the magic has been done. Wonderful.
And why not?
Was it magic washing?
I spotted a most curious sight. A mighty ogre vanquished. Who could perform such a feat? But now my curiosity is sated and you are safe for the moment. Is that not enough?
I want to be a dragon.
You can show me that looks useful.
I dare say it is. Such a clever tongue for a mage.
Sort of. Had robes and a wizard's hat to deal with.
Outrun the blight.
That is always so difficult, as they often have a means of disappearing of their own accord.
But that is quite the voyage you plan. So far.
Someone left their wand in their pocket could have been a total mess. Oh, absolutely. You never know what havoc can be wrought when you have something like an Aquaman, sir, that leaves their wand, and next thing you know, a giant bubble is floating across the floor. Not that I've had that happen, after all, mind you. How far do you recommend?
Better suggestions? I hear the deep roads are vacant now.
Oh, you I like. Hurtled into the chaos you fight, and the world will shake before you. Is it fate or chance? I can never decide. It appears fortune smiles on us both today. I may be able to help you yet.
We could use the help. Oh. Otter, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Jotunheim. That is so kind of
The
you.
Witch of the Wilds.
I really appreciate the support.
Also Flemeth, Asha Belinar, an old hag who talks too much. Does it matter? I offer you this. I will get your group past the Horde in exchange for a simple delivery to a place not far out of your way. Would you do this for a Witch of the Wilds?
We could use more fire.
Just a few more darkspawn, I'll do anything you want.
Sadly, my charity is at an end. There is a clan of Dalish elves near the city of Kirkwall. Deliver this amulet to their keeper, Marathari. Do as she asks with it, and any debt between us is paid in full. Before I take you anywhere, however, there is another matter.
No, leave him alone.
What has been done to your man is within his blood already.
You lie.
She's right, Aveline. I can feel the corruption inside me.
It's the taint. He can feel the taint in him. Sounds bad.
Corruption is the permanent sort, I take it.
The only cure I know of is to become a Grey Warden.
And they all died at Ostagar.
Not all, but the last are now beyond your reach.
Aveline, listen to me.
You can't ask me this. I won't.
Fine, I'll do it.
Please. The corruption is a slow death. I can't.
I'll do it.
Sorry, Aveline. This has to be done.
Oh, you whiny, whiny woman. Just kill the man already. We have places to go. We don't have all day. You hunted people like me. I have no inclinations to make this fast for you. Oh, this isn't a sad moment. Oh, okay, wait. Are we gonna put a knife through plate armor? Man. Why even wear armor if they can't block a dagger? That is literally what they're meant to stop. The reason people use maces and hammers is to crush the armor. You do not try to stab through plate armor.
Without an end, there can be
That must be made of paper mache for all the good it does. My gods.
Your struggles have only just begun.
Flemeth,
I thought that might interest you.
you expect me to believe a myth swooped out of the wild to save the champion?
Oh, come now, Seeker. Do I need to recite the tale of the Warden as well?
No. Perhaps I shouldn't be surprised to hear of her involvement.
I liked my version better too.
What else aren't you telling me then? Did she send someone with the champion?
In a matter of speaking.
So it's true. Continue. But if you tell me they all flew to Kirkwall on a dragon...
Nothing so fanciful, I assure you. The witch kept her word and got them to Guaran, where they took ship. They sailed north across the waking sea, lashed by terrible storms.
Terrible storms.
2 weeks they spent in that dark hold, packed in with the fearful and the desperate. And then they saw it. Kirkwall, the city of chains.
That sounds like a lovely place.
Long ago, it was part of the Imperium. Slaves coming from far and wide to work the quarries. Now, it's a free city, but I use the word loosely. Sail through those black cliffs and you'll see what the slaves of old saw. The gallows, welcoming you. That's where their ship landed, with all the rest.
Man, you would think if your city becomes known as the City of Chains, you would try to focus on a rebranding effort. That's just gotta be bad optics at that point. Or you attract the wrong sort. Or, I suppose, depending who's running the city, the right sort, after all. But I suppose if you are constructing gigantic brass statues of weeping slaves, you kind of have set the tone for the city yourself. That has to take a What was that planning meeting like? Yes, let us string up giant bronze slaves along the entire corridor to our city. That is exactly the sight we want to show everyone upon their arrival here.
They're not letting anyone into the city.
Here is our city, the #1 capital of everything awful. Ah, what a wonderful place. The rent is so low. You can say it's free real estate.
Are we really surprised? Everyone's fleeing the Blight. Just as we are.
And they would throw us all back to the wolves. Unbelievable.
Oh, it's totally believable.
We need to find Gamlen. Our family has always been highly regarded in Kirkwall.
Why?
He can do something, I'm sure of it.
Let's hope he received your letter.
We're like 2 apostates and a
To that man.
guy with a big piece of iron. Why are we regarded? Okay. Let's do a quick little save. A cheeky little save, just in case things want to get sketchy. Let us see. We need to go find someone or the other.
Get back to the crowd, you lot. Trying to bully your way through won't get you into Kirkwall any
Man,
faster.
you're an ugly son of a bitch.
To let us in.
We have enough poor of our own in the free marches. We don't need you refugees piling up here like a middens heap.
Tell me who to talk to.
There must be someone in charge I can speak with.
I want to talk to your manager.
Yes, always the same story. You want in, talk to Captain Ewald. I'm just here to keep you refuse from climbing the walls.
Man, I would love to put... I'm going to look forward to animating your corpse when you die. String you along like a little puppet. Oh, I can go past. Wonderful.
We'll starve!
I do find puppeteers to be an aesthetic I do very much enjoy. They are so unnerving to so many people, but there is that beautiful imagery of pulling the strings that make the thing work that is just so desirable for anyone who is so fond of planning.
Then get back on your ship and leave. Kirkwall has no more room for refugees.
The ship's already gone. We've paid good coin to get here.
You and half of Ferelden. There's nothing I can do. The city is full.
It's a big city.
There's a bit of extra room for the pretty people.
I find keeping my neck away from Knight Commander Meredith's blade far more attractive than any of you. We've been letting you Fereldans in for months. You're too late.
So it's a military city as well as a slave city. Man, they are just racking up all of the wonderful things that make someone want to move here. How would you like a little martial law? Wouldn't you rather we left?
Find our uncle, Gamlen Amel. You might just have a few less refugees bothering you.
Gamlen? I know that name.
He's a nobleman here in the city. Our family has an estate.
A nobleman? The only Gamlen I know is a weasel who couldn't rub two coppers together. He comes back, I'll bring you to him. But I don't have time to...
What? You're gonna let them through?
I didn't say anything about...
We've been here for 4 days. They just got here. That's it. We're carving our way out of here. Men, I knew that...
Oh, this got ugly very quickly. I don't want to help these people, though, but whatever. I suppose they started it. When in doubt, Mind Blast. And then, Giant Stone Fist. There are a lot of people suddenly very engaged in trying to kill... Nope, 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 nope. No rogues. I do love... Well, I've mastered life and death itself through my necromancy. And I also just throw a giant rock at people. Man, how many people did this guy have? I forgot how much easier they made the combat in this game compared to Dragon Age Origins, where it was just a slog for every battle to get out by the skin of your teeth.
Unbelievable. Captain, are you all right? I am, no thanks to you. Where is everyone? Go find them. I want this kept under control.
I think you've already lost control, Captain.
I can't get you into the city. It's not my decision. But I'll find your uncle and bring him here.
Why are you still with us?
3 days. This waiting has to end.
Then go somewhere else.
Gamlen must still be looking for us. And if he's not?
Don't look now, but I think that's our man.
There's a great post I saw that if you ever feel concerned about modern life, remember that you're probably doing math using a rock that you stuck electricity into and tricked into doing math.
The Blight, your husband, dead. I'd figured you'd pretty much be Ferelden for life.
Oh, Gamlen. We came too late.
Hello, Blue. Welcome into the apothecary tonight. How are you doing? I hope you're well.
This on me here. I don't even know if I
Math is a wonderful thing, Otter. What if I asked nicely?
Help if I said you were my favorite uncle.
It'd make me feel better, but that's about it. I was hoping to grease some palms, but the Knight Commander's been cracking down. We're gonna need more grease.
I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Hopefully you're settling in and being nice and comfy for the evening.
Gone. To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
Then there's no hope.
Well,
Not quite.
life isn't going little and less well, it seems, for us here. We've escaped, we're running from the Blight. We've come to the city of slaves and chains that has giant bronze statues of, like, hanging slaves all through the canal leading here. So it's under martial law, so it is A wonderful vacation spot, absolutely. Can't wait to sign up to go. Exactly. But, you're all wrapped up in blankets. 'Tis very cold. Well, I hope that the blankets are keeping you warm. We have plenty of fire here at the apothecary, so please make yourself comfortable, get a nice hot beverage of your choice, and settle in. We're glad to have you here. Well, it might be romantic dependent on one's, predilections, I guess you could say, but it's not everyone's cup of tea, absolutely. Sounds like fun.
What do you have in mind?
Are you winning, Crane?
I found some people who might be willing to take you away
I'm
from
not
the city.
dead to the blight, so I will call...
Your brother will have to work off the debt for a year.
A year?
It's the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option.
Well,
anywhere
let's see. Will, I am escaping the blight. We wound up at the City of Slaves and Chains that is under martial law, and apparently I am now being told I have to work as a slave for a year to get away from the blight and let our family into the city. So, things are just peachy keen here, I have to say. You know, just exactly what you want. What's a year?
Sure we'll be free and clear before we know it.
I managed to convince my contacts to come to the gallows to meet you.
Oh yes, the gallows. What an auspicious...
Company, the Red Iron. They're looking for
What an auspicious place to meet someone. Essentially on vacation, exactly. Get your books, get your sun chairs, get your pina coladas, exactly. Either one of them can help you. All you need to do is find them in a court and convince them you're worth the trouble. Tell me about the mercenary.
He's a hired sword. What do you expect him to be like? I wouldn't bring him home for dinner or anything, but he's got a decent reputation. I wouldn't have asked him if I thought he'd cross you.
Get your chains as well at the souvenir shop. Get your chains, get your lashes, get your cat of nine tails. Don't forget your complimentary noose if you buy more than 50 gold worth of souvenirs. I'll go talk to them.
Find them and see what they have to say.
Oh, Gamlin, I don't know about this.
It's a lot of coin, Leandra. Don't go expecting our name to carry the kind of weight it used to.
And what of me? I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
Can't see that it makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
Then you'll come with us. I have no real option. Thank you.
Why? I want nothing to do with you. You want to kill people like me. You are the smuggler, I assume. Let's see. Oh, no, that's Mirren.
Mirren.
So you're Hawk, the nephew. Your uncle talked up a storm about you. He better not be blowing more smoke out his ass.
I'd like to know more about you first.
Right. You're not a marcher like your uncle. The Red Iron is well known in these parts. We pick who we work for, keep our noses clean. But anyone screws with us, we mess them up. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
All I know is if we join the company, I'm going to start talking like that.
Let's do it. I'm not playing a rogue.
A bastard named Friedrich is here in the gallows. Gave us bad info. Almost killed my men. Now he's hiding out here, waiting for a ship. He sees us coming, he'll run for shore.
Yes, I'm playing a mage. Chat decided that since I'm not playing necessarily an OC, since you're always playing Hawk in this game, we would do a mage for this one and experience that, and then we will switch back to a rogue for Inquisition next time. So I'm going for a semi-OC where I'm going to be focusing on Death and Rocks, as Otter put it earlier. Necromancy and the ability to hurl a giant rock at people's face. So I played this... I played the game for about an hour over the weekend to make sure the stability was okay, and it was fine. So hopefully better than Dragon Age Origins. Also, this is slightly newer, so it doesn't have all of the same porting issues that Origins does. I came to talk.
This isn't the tavern. I'm so disappointed.
Mirren sent them. I'm not an idiot. I could have figured that out for myself. Look, you. I don't know what that pissant thug is paying you, but I'll double it. Just let us go.
No.
Or I could take the money off your
Exactly.
Blasted idiot dog lords. Don't just stand there. Kill them.
Yes, a bunch of iron versus a mage. That will go wonderfully for you. And my first act is I cast rock. That's never going to be not funny. Yeah, I see your stupid little daggers, and I cast... I see your big sword, and I cast rock. I also like that Mind Blast literally is just a knock them on their ass spell in this. Hello? Thank you. I don't... So, I'm going off memory here, because I believe that there is a necromancy, like, specialty later on, but the base class... Perfect timing, we're leveling up. So the base class necromancy is in the spirit tree. You get the walking bomb, which we're about to pick up, where you infect an enemy, and when the enemy dies, they explode, and then you can eventually get virulent walking bomb, where it's a chain reaction that you hit someone, you kill them, and then everyone near them also gets infected by that, and so when they die, it blows up, and it's just a chain reaction. So you couple that with some nice big AoE, it just is a nice little minefield that goes off. And then corrosive, it also does dots, so once it goes off, it will weaken people down to being able to kill them, so the virulent triggers. And then we also get Death Siphon, where it gives us mana regeneration every time there's a corpse nearby to eat. And then you can upgrade it so it also gives health regeneration. Now inflicts... Yep, and then there's also just straight up spirit bolts. And then we go here, there's Petrify, which will give us basically entome an enemy to take them out for a while, which is okay, but we're going to go for Golem Fist, and then we're going to be working down this Tempest line, which is like Chain Lightning and a Giant Lightning Storm. So that's my current plan, and we'll see once we get specialization. I don't remember what the specializations are in this game. But for now, Walking Bomb. And Avalyn, you are Con, Strength, continue. Take your upgrade. I really don't care about you, brother. Let's see. Walking Bomb is always a fun spell. I remember using it, that equivalent in Diablo 2, and that was always a great time of just everything exploding into a cascading field.
Dead and buried. Well, dead.
Good. May the bloody vultures feast on his corpse and shit him into the ocean.
I'll never forget.
I'm telling you, I love this guy.
Welcome to the Red Iron. Tell your uncle I'm making the arrangements now.
I still remember the childish enjoyment I got when I was looking up meta builds for the Necromancer in Diablo 2 as an early gamer, and the meta build or like the most meta PvP build was called the Boner.
Any luck?
Was there ever any doubt?
I'll speak to Mirren and see when the bribes can be made. Wait here.
I guess we did it. We're here to stay, at least for a while.
Yeah, so for the Necromancer, it was basically you cast... they had a spell that was something like Bone Spear and Bone Spirit, and Bone Spirit would seek out enemies virtually forever. So you would just stand there, like, far away from your opponent, casting Bone Spirit until there were eventually enough of them that they would not be able to dodge around them and just get one shot. Let's not do that again.
Running for our lives unless we really have to.
If only Bethany were here with us.
Oh, poor Bethany. She only got crushed by a giant.
Fantastic start. Let's see what else this city has in store.
Thus began the champion's first year in Kirkwall. Word arrived from across the sea that the hero of Ferelden had defeated the Blight. But Lothering was destroyed. Kirkwall was the champion's home now. So he made his name, settling his debts with the mercenaries. It was a busy year in the city. That's when the Kunari landed.
That's when the Fire Nation attacked.
And left hundreds of warriors stranded in the city, waiting to return home. That's also when the trouble began with the mages. The
Yeah.
Templars had become very powerful under Knight Commander Meredith. But most importantly, that's when I first met the champion.
Let's go, mages. Let's go, mages. Kill all the Templars. Kill all the Templars. Anime hair. That is some Warhammer 40k headgear right there, I do say.
No. Andraste's tits, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this expedition?
Look, we know you're going into the deep roads. You'll need to hire the best, and we're...
No. You're too late. Already done.
The money from this trip could fix everything. You need us. We fought Darkspawn.
Look, Precious. I don't care if you tore the horns off an ogre with your bare hands.
You make him understand. We're running from your bloody Templars.
Wait. Shut up.
I'm in charge. You do what I say.
Right, brother.
My brother can be a fool, but he's right about this. We are what you need.
You're looking for a quick way out of the slums, right? You and every other Ferelden in this dump. Find another meal ticket.
Well, back to waiting for someone to turn us in.
You're no mage, why worry?
You can relax. After all, the Templars dogging us are mine.
Did I sound that bad? Maker, I'm turning into Gamlen.
Yeah.
Gamlen. He's got a head for this garbage. Maybe he can talk to Bartrand. He knows some people. After last week, we need all the coin and influence we can get.
Risky.
Catch more flies with honey. But gambling's bullshit.
Technically not true.
Well, he did get us into the city, right? What else can we do? We're losing ground, and I don't fancy waking up in the gallows.
I want one of those stone dwarven statues. Those are cool. That's a pickpocket.
Hey!
Kill the enemy here, man.
I knew a guy once who could take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchants Guild. You might want to find yourself a new line of work. Off you go.
How do you do?
Varric Tethras, at your service. I apologize for Bartrand. He wouldn't know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
But you would?
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you. He would never admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
You're a little too smooth.
You're going awfully far out of your way just to hire another guard.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner. The truth is, Bartrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition. 50 sovereigns and he can't refuse. Not with me there to vouch for you.
That's your big plan?
I hope there's more to this, like how I'm supposed to get that much coin together.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after a blight when the deep roads won't be crawling with darkspawn. The treasure you find down there could set you and your family up for life.
Come on. The dwarf makes some sense. No offense. Look, you started this, and it's a good idea. Certainly better than ending up in the gallows.
We work together, you and I. And before
I really want to shove my mage's staff right up my brother's ass. This is really not the kind of talk I need from him. Why did it have to be Bethany? Imagine getting to have 2 mages instead of this oaf. It's like working with Numbskull all over again. Why not?
I had anything better planned.
Perfect. Kirkwall's crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job and you'll have the money in no time.
Sure, easy. But maybe Aveline's got some bounties out. She joined the city guard, right?
We should talk privately.
Oh, no way. The Templar joined the cops? I could never have seen that coming.
Now, let's go see what trouble we can stir up. Keep a hand on your coin, Hawk. There are more cut purses in Hightown than in the rest of the city combined.
I think we might disagree on that point, Blue, but, you know. Just slightly. Varric. Let us see. Marksman? Okay. Now let us go look for some quests.
Ah, long time no see, my friend.
Well, if it isn't worthy, the dwarf with the incredibly ironic name.
I only advertise the truth. You still with the Red Iron? It was just a year you were with them, right?
Nosy, aren't you?
Trying to ferret out everyone's business, I see.
Of course. How else do you expect a dwarf to make a living?
Enchantments.
I still have my old contacts. You need some rune crafting done, I can arrange it for you. Take care, Hawk. Don't get dead.
You know, Junior, it's eerie how much resemblance there is between you two.
We're brothers. What's eerie about that?
Oh, you thought I meant Hawk. I was talking about gambling.
Okay. That is runes. We will worry about that much later in the game. Couple of shops. Oh, yes. That doesn't ring a bell in history or anything, does it, folks? This is a wonderful city. Oh my. Oh my.
It's a ruse.
Very quiet city, I must say. For some place that's supposedly full, very quiet indeed. The lack of music is odd.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day. Aveline.
Hmm.
Hello, Hawk.
That's it.
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
Eavesdrop on anything useful.
A person in your position seems like they might learn some profitable things.
You know better than to ask that.
One day you'll be frustrated enough to go for it.
It's like I'm sitting on my hands. There are dangerous people in this city. In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall.
Oh yes, I'm just dying to help the martial law slave city. That sounds like a wonderful use of my time.
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing.
No.
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
Fine. I need the coin.
I'll play guard for you.
I knew I could count on you.
Why?
Sundermount,
I despise you.
but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the guard.
But my dog could do a better job than you. Let's see.
Good day, Sir.
Oh, I literally can't use my dog anymore. It's not a party member like it was in the first game. That's unfortunate. That was always kind of a cool thing. So you will notice, I do remember, because it's one of my favorite headcanons for a game ever, a lot of locations for, like, side quests get reused in this game. Like, a lot of the same dungeons or caves or what have you. And if you remember the framing of this game, it is Varric telling a story to Cassandra Pentagast about what the exploits with Hawk were. So my favorite headcanon is that Varric is too lazy to come up with new locations in the story, so he keeps reusing the same ones as he's telling Cassandra the story of Hawk.
Bianca's locked and loaded.
Oh. Let's see, they have a couple of people standing at a far edge. No, Okay. Yeah, a lack of locations. I mean, it is an interesting idea that they had of, tell a story of a city more than a person for the most part. But yeah, it definitely gave people a lot of side quest fatigue when it's a lot of the same locations over and over again. But I still think that is a nifty idea. Okay.
Unhealthy.
And as always in a BioWare game, you always check all the corners. Loot. And a cave you annoyingly can't go into. Let's see. Elfruit was first used by the elves. Elfruit. Green leaves grows wildly. So, actually, speeds up the healing process. Okay, so this is interesting. I never bothered to really read the description of Elfruit. I was always kind of curious what the likeness of it was. But, uh, it makes it sound... So, it's very common, almost like a weed. It's rubbed, so that means you're using the oils. And chewing treats minor ailments such as indigestion and hoarse throat. So it sounds like this was actually modeled after mugwort, or Artemisia vulgaris, which is common mugwort, and before hops became the standard grain used in beer, it was actually the main herb used in fermenting beer, thus its name mugwort, wort being the stuff in beer. And it is an anti-inflammatory. Also, it is called traveler's weed, as some people would often put it in their shoes when traveling, and it was thought to bring good luck to those traveling far away from their homelands. It has antibacterial properties while also being a very prodigious grower, as it uses rhizomes, so it doesn't need... Oh, ow. It does not need to spread through seeds in the traditional way. Its roots spread out and create cloned plants. I do like a lot of plant facts. They are... Ow. What killed me? Okay. Well, when in doubt, I'm going to play with Varric. Varric. Okay. Apparently that is not actually a chest. That is... I feel cheated, quite frankly. Really? Really? What injury do I have? Oh, they take max health away from you. So it's very, well, demon souls. That was always a very that's why I could never get into Demon Souls of all the Souls-like games. Okay, we're going to take away your health once you die once until you prove you no longer need it. Yeah, absolutely, Will. It, like, between the bosses that could cheat, like the old King Alaric that can siphon your, souls, your soul level. Oh, more people. Yeah, Demon Souls was... They definitely did a lot of... Just... So, yeah, when you died in Demon Souls the first time, they took away half your health, and you got it back by by using an item that you would get from either helping helping someone beat a boss in, co-op, or, you know, beating a boss yourself. So basically, once you died once, you needed to get good at the game to the point you could do the content with half your health bar. Which is just insane to me. What? Raiders Club. Is a Raiders Club a stat stick?
Someone's left a surprise here for us.
Oh.
We're good to go.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the more... I like some... Like, I've played Dark Souls 1 to 3 and Bloodborne and Elden Ring. I will never play Bloodborne again as even... I would say, of Souls-likes, Bloodborne is my favorite because of the aesthetic. But the ROM fight was so traumatizing to my sensibilities that I can't go back and play it again until a time when it comes out on PC where I could find a mod to get rid of that particular boss fight. The vacuous spider fight. It is not that it is a difficult fight. It is that I'm highly arachnophobic. And I'm also tryptophobic, so you combine those two into ROM and it becomes my worst nightmare. Which I know is fitting for what they're supposed to be, but I could not deal with that fight.
Did you approve my application? We were both soldiers. Why won't you
Yes.
vote me?
That is... They are rather a unpleasant sight. Actually, so when I bought the I remember specifically when I got the Bloodborne board game, or when it came on Kickstarter and I was backing it, I checked, or naturally, of course, they added a ROM expansion to it. And I was planning to get literally everything except that expansion, but they came out with like a full package, you know, get everything, and it was like $10 cheaper to get the game with everything, including ROM, than to not get ROM. So I ended up getting ROM, and then I never opened that box, and I just gave it away to a friend for the minifig.
You seem tired of that, and that's dangerous.
Lady?
That's when it's not my choice. You
Lady Elegant.
If it isn't Hawk.
Still up to old tricks, Elegant.
Lady Elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now. Last time we met, you were still working for that brutish thug, Mirren. Things have been going well since then?
No complaints.
Could be worse.
I often feel the same way. You may recall I supplied the Red Iron with potions. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf. And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free, for old time's sake.
Elfruit potion, aka healing potions. That is an expensive potion. You can order potions if you discover the right combination of resources along with the recipe. Resources you've discovered are permanently available to craftsmen, but placing an order... I was reading that. Where's tutorials? Wonderful. Thank you, game. I really appreciate when you just get rid of a tutorial while I'm reading it. Oh, maybe... Nope. Please... Oh, codex. Potions, potions. Combat crafting. Inventory journal, level up locks, traps, world. Okay. What's this? Warriors can stagger enemies. Mages can exploit stagger. Brittle can cast brittle. And then, yep, they use... Yep, okay. Lady Elegant, but she's gauche as heck. It is a very nouveau riche sort of gauche money, it definitely seems like. My bane is water, especially deep water, so thalassophobia, understandable. I suppose you will sit out any playthrough of Subnautica then, huh, Otter? Okay, well... So I can't craft potions myself. It does not seem like. Which is rather a jarring change. Yeah, I do actually really enjoy Subnautica, but it is rather terrifying once you get past the early game, I will fully admit that. It is probably my favorite Tree Puncher game.
Some harebrained nobles in Amaranthine were conspiring against the Warden Commander. A truly stellar idea, if you know anything about him. We caught most of the conspirators, but a few fled by sea and came here. We're offering a bounty.
Oh, Tree Puncher is what I call crafting survival games, Will. Because typically the first thing you do in it is you end up punching a tree to get wood to start whatever obscure series of tech tree that the game has for you. Open world survival crafting, exactly. Sure.
Here's a list of names and descriptions. Anytime you
One of my favorite genres for some reason. Yeah, it is a genre I do very much enjoy. Though, I have developed more of a taste for automation games than I have for true tree punching games at this point, so... I do, you know, Subnautica stands head and shoulders above most other ones as far as I'm concerned, but... my go-to game to scratch that itch these days is Satisfactory. I still need to beat the sequel. I haven't devoted the time to that one just yet. So that is something I will eventually probably end up doing on stream. Where am I going to get... What? Maybe it's up? Okay, there we go. I will say I like Satisfactory more than Factorio. I think it's probably the more tongue-in-cheek, hyper, late-stage capitalism view that the game has, and also, what else? The first-person graphics, I think, makes it much more interesting, because it's much more engaging to be, like, down in the muck of your giant machine than staring at it like a god. I also very much like a Dyson Sphere project. That's another good one. Because the scale is just much different compared to a lot of other tree punchers. I mean, how often do you start with a mech suit?
Not much room in the barracks, but there's nowhere I'd rather be.
Of course not.
It's Jevon's office. Wait while I explain our initiative.
I don't know how they do it where you're from, guardswoman, but
Chet, welcome in. Welcome to the Apothecary. I hope you're having a wonderful night. How are you doing?
report to your post before I have you and your Ferelden accomplice jailed.
Well, what a charming fellow.
I don't have to like him, but he could at least listen. Bandits are dead. That's all that should matter. It's not the first time he's made me wonder like this. Something is very wrong.
Oh, hello, Fancy Soups. Welcome in. Sorry, I was worried. I'm still paranoid after Dragon Age Origins, where tabbing out would often crash the game, so I haven't gotten that out of my mind yet. One day I will not forget that it is shout out, not shout. So, what were you up to? Hitman, that is a great series. Did you get some interesting kills today? And yes, the the end result was we end up giving up Dragon Age Origins because it would crash so frequently, so we started in on. Thank you very much for the follow, chat. I appreciate it very much. I hope you enjoy your time at the Apothecary. For those that don't know, I am Dr. Dorian Crane. I am a plague doctor and alchemist VTuber. If you follow and talk, then I will create a little slime for you, and they come and hang around the manor during off times, and then I let them out to come play whenever it's time for stream. Did you, I don't know, I can never keep the Hitman games straight, but have you played a lot of them? Or was this one of your first ones? Okay.
This is probably a bad time to discuss my bill with him.
He'll jail you. I don't doubt that. The rest, though.
Cheers.
Well, the duty roster will have my next patrol. Sounds like I'll have plenty of time to follow you around. Threaten my friends.
I played more than I realized. Oh, is it one of those times where you go back and say, wait, I've done this before. Why are you walking like that?
Ambush the other night. Saved me a mess of trouble.
Brennan, that route was yours.
It was. Single patrol. I'd have been dead for sure.
A lone guard isn't much of a patrol.
Shouldn't need to be. That route was clear for weeks. First noise out of it was your big fight. The captain reassigned me after he heard what you did, and I passed the satchel to Donick for his patrol tonight.
The satchel?
Pay and order assignments. Captain has us run deliveries to the outposts during light duty. It's usually just an updated copy of the roster. The satchel for that night was heavy, though. Anyway, Thanks again, Aveline. You're a good one.
You're a...
So the satchel gets heavy the same day we discover an ambush.
They just released a new game mode that's essentially endless replayability. Fun stuff. Oh, that does sound very fun indeed. I always thought the Hitman games would be a good vehicle for the multiplayer from Assassin's Creed, if you've ever played that. I don't play the Assassin's Creed games per se, but I am a huge fan of the multiplayer they used to do back in Black Flag and... what was the last one that they did it in? Brotherhood, maybe? But one day a game will pick that up again. It was very unique and wonderful. Also, I know streaming can take a lot out of a person, and I'm sure you gave it your all today, so if you need to go get a drink or a snack or go rest, I completely understand. Thank you for trusting your community here at the Apothecary, and I will be sure to take good care of them. Yes, I do remember going back to the Assassin's Creed multiplayer a few years after the fact, and then people had been playing it for so long, it became that if you stepped like one step out of line from the AI's path, they could pick you out and kill you, and it became the, well, I suppose my time with this is done. But I'm hoping an indie game picks up that formula because it could be a lot of fun, especially for like how asymmetrical multiplayer is so popular these days among like stream collabs and such. That would be remarkably fun. Let's see. Deliver Flameth. Okay, we need to go to Sundermount. We need to go to the Deep Roads Expedition once we get 50 sovereigns. And we need to talk to Varric. And then these are companion quests. Okay, so we need to find the Hangman, access through Lowtown. So we're going to go do Varric's quest because I like Varric. I do not like Aveline. Obviously. Also, since we have some new guests at the Apothecary, this is my mask. I'm
just surprised. A lot of old prejudice in the guard.
I do rather like it, though it is no longer particularly necessary these days. It is something that has a certain sentimental value, and also, it is wonderful to keep snacks in the beak while I'm working so I don't have to stop and, you know, you have one snack laced with hydrochloric acid, never again. That was a very unfortunate afternoon, I must say. Let's see now. We need to go... Can I set, like, the active quest? Mark is active. There we go. Well, this is Gamlen's house, so this should give us a way to fast travel. I assume it's probably just going to make us go back out. Yeah, okay, it's not going to give us a fast travel point just yet. Unless we have to go at night. Nope, just says go talk to him. Which is kind of weird because he's right there with us. It's like, why do we have to talk in the pub? Can't we just, like, have a conversation now? Bazaar, accessories, import, tailor, merchandise. Well. Oh, well, I appreciate the recommendation, Fancy. That was very kind of you to recommend. And, Chet, welcome in. I hope I will see you again in the future, and indeed, get some wonderful rest. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Let us see now.
No, I'm a god. Why are you asking?
I mean in your off-duty hours. For fun.
They really do not want to make finding
You've heard of
these
it,
things
I hope.
easy. That is unfortunate. I just want to go and talk to Varric.
The piss out of me continues.
Hey, you know what they say? You're in the city of slaves and you just leave a box of stuff lying around. I mean, you can't expect me not to take it. I mean, I don't even have to be a rogue for that. Okay, maybe it's through the bazaar? I know I would... Oh yeah, I should probably actually check. I haven't changed any of my gear out, so I don't know if I have gotten better things since the game has started. Thankfully, as we've discovered, it is much friendlier. Ferelden Imports. I assume this is like a DLC thing, it sounds like.
Everyone, please just step back.
No.
In labor. The baby's come early. Can anyone
Okay, so this is literally customs. I have to say, it does... it is annoying from a micromanage standpoint as I see, you know, people's badges and chat and stuff, that I can't upload extra, like, subscriber badges ahead of time. Because I just really want to be able to, like, have that done with rather than have to think about it.
Trust me, the center of attention's the worst place to be.
Okay.
Things go wrong, and they always do. That's where all the fingers point. Look at any kingdom in Thedas. You've got people who warm thrones, and people nobody sees who do the real work.
Oh, this is the hangman, it looks like.
You heard about that hero?
Oh, yes. Oh, yep, because this must be Varric's zone, because you can see the chatting head.
You're ever so busy with the guardsmen. It must be a burden to slum with the refugees.
It's oddly comforting.
Okay, so you just have to talk to Varric while he's here. Man,
Here's the thing.
I hate when they use non-standard, like, symbols.
Bartran can lead us to the right place once we're down there, but we need a good entrance.
Do we have a bad entrance?
Any entrance would do, wouldn't it? Unless a dragon's sitting in it, I suppose.
We need an entrance that's close to our destination, but isn't already plundered or filled with darkspawn. Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
Problem solved.
Like you have it all planned out, Varric.
And that, Messer, is why I'm here. Supposedly, this Grey Warden came in with some other Ferelden refugees not long ago. A Lowtown woman named Lorene has been helping the Fereldans. We talked to her. Maybe we learn where he is.
Man, that is a thick gauge earring to have go through your cartilage.
That wasn't... No, I didn't mean that.
I know, but you should be glad that's how I took it.
Ah, yes, you know it is a good bar when they leave the blood on the floor. Okay.
Like some of the people you've been associating with, Carver.
I don't give a shit what you think, Aveline. You traitorous cow.
And him too. This city's full of people who are dead set on ending badly. I don't want to see you end up the same way.
Oh, now we're going back to customs.
If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging.
I'm looking for someone.
Here you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of slew the archdemon to save us all. Fat lot they care here. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden?
Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
Ooh, a healer. Wonderful. We do need a healer. I won't bother him.
Only ask very smart questions.
I do not joke, Sirrah. You see what our people
Hip hip
face
Sirrah.
in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread.
What about circuses?
He serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
Sounds like a real saint.
Needs to hide.
Well, yes, from you.
Man, I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
No one's that selfless. He's probably got bodies hidden in his basement.
He certainly.
I don't know
I've never seen a man
what you
carry
could
more strength,
possibly mean.
but he can only agree for the Ferelden's here. I suppose you can seek him out. Anders certainly hasn't turned anyone else away. Look for the lit lantern in Darktown. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
I asked at 30 farms for work. Not one.
We're going to go find a mage now. And we can finally get rid of our useless brother. Wonderful. Go to the clinic in Docktown.
Hey, we heard you in there asking about the healer.
Yes, Blue. What can I do for you?
And it ain't gonna happen to him.
Are you threatening me?
Does this really seem like a good idea?
Let's show these folks a little Ferelden justice.
Oh, you idiotic people. I swear I will turn your body into viscera clouds. Oh, that's what happens. Did you see that explosion? That was beautiful. And this is why they fear mages. Yes, Fancy, I have corpse explosion, or walking bomb, where you infect someone and they blow up when they die. And so when you have a bunch of mooks like that, little pack of rodents, then you can toss one and boom. Gather your party and venture forth to Docktown. Hey, speaking of rodents, that's a rat symbol. I can't wait until we get to the upgrade that lets you spread the bomb every time it blows someone up that has it. Okay, time to go meet Anders. That is a terrible rock texture. Don't like Darktown? Die. Okay.
Tom Wise?
Huh? Oh, Hawk. Haven't seen you since Mirren hired me for that Red Iron job. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the Deep Roads. And right into Darkspawn territory. Sure that's wise?
It's a
We
living.
all make a living in the Undercity.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, you still in the market for some poisons? The Red Iron's been scarce, and business has been a little slow. You find any rare reagents and want me to whip you up something, just let me know. In fact, since you're an old friend, here's a recipe. My speciality. Everyone needs an edge sometimes, right?
You. I like you. Debilitating poison. Wonderful. Okay.
So, Carver, have you thought about what you'll do if your expedition doesn't pay off?
This is our only chance, and you know it.
You're so damned proud you couldn't pick up a trade.
And who would take a Ferelden apprentice? Maybe in another year I could work my way up to Piss Boy.
Fine, let's crawl down some holes. Good bloody luck for your sake.
I don't know who I want to get rid of more, Aveline or my useless brother. Probably the brother. The brother annoys me. I don't care much for Blood Family. Hello, Anders. I like your cloak. Is that little piss boy from the first game? Just have some lyrium potions, Anders. What's the problem? Ooh, spooky eyes.
Made this place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
Are you a Grey Warden?
Strange occupation for a warden. Aren't you more about taint and death, not healing and salvation? Did the warden send you to bring me back?
Yes. Did I stutter, Fancy? A little piss boy.
Or Sir Pouncelot. He hated the deep roads.
What? Sir Pouncelot?
You had a cat named Sir Pouncelot in the deep roads.
He was a gift. A noble beast. Almost got ripped in half by a genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. Drew blood, too. The blighted warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
Can people leave the Wardens?
I've heard that joining the Wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. The hopelessly tainted by the Darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the Archdemon parts don't go away. But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
But the uniform is so nice. I want your help.
Expedition into the deep roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted deep roads again. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested. Although, a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
It's always favor for favor. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. Never. Sure, yes, I can help you right now. What do you need? Let's go. What's the favor?
Specific. I don't do anything involving children or animals.
I have a warden map of the depths in this area, but there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend, a mage, a prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
I help all my fellow mages.
I would help any mage in such circumstances, map or no.
Better make this good. We're risking a lot if we anger the Templars.
Who gives a care about the Templars? Their armor is made of paper. We stabbed through a person's breastplate with a dagger earlier.
No matter who is with him, we all walk away free.
Good. Carver, hate me. I don't like you either. I'll take the mage that can wield the powers of life itself over some dullard wielding a giant piece of iron. Go to the Chantry in Hightown. Was this not the... Oh. You literally come on the elevator. The reward for work well done is more work. Sebastian. Michaelis.
It is my right,
Sebastian.
my duty, to show these assassins there is nowhere in the free marches to hide.
He's hot, kinda. The hair could do with a bit better.
No.
I like his armor.
My family was murder.
Murder. murder. A grave crime was committed against all free-thinking men and women in the Free Marches. The ruling Vale family in Starkhaven, my family, was brutally murdered, down to the youngest babe in arms. The massacre was carried out by members of the Flint Mercenary Company. I hereby offer a bounty on the head of each Flint Company soldier in the Kirkwall vicinity. Absolutely. White and gold is a color combination I am always fond of. It looks very regal. Did the form a quest to go find him? I do not recall. This is all premium content, side quests. Okay, Search and Joanna. Okay, so no, nothing about Sebastian. I guess we'll just have to go and... We will just have to go and kill some of the Flint mercenaries. Maybe draw him out.
Excuse me,
Messiah. It is interesting, because Orlais is supposed to be the, like, France equivalent in this game. So you get some French adjacent sounding words. Oh! Hello. That escalated very quickly. Bomb. Taunt. I don't care what you do. And... is there a weak one? Let's grab the archer and walking bomb him. Oh, they have a mage. Oh, it took too long to kill him. I didn't get to get the bomb off. I'll have to... No. Hey, no. You don't get to attack Varric like that. Did you just heal? Rude. I'm only the only one that gets to heal. Okay. Well, that was surprising. Also, I should definitely check my inventory because I don't know if I've gotten anything. Let's see. Red steel, 7 cold versus 5 fire. No. All-state robe, 45 armor versus 49. It's just that. Varric has to have Bianca. You have a shield. But this shield is better. Wait. Okay, no, wait. Look at this. My point is made. Like, this, look at this shield. It's 40 armor. It's a big metal kite shield. Okay. Wood shield, metal rim. 47 armor and 29 attack. I'm telling you, Templar armor is made out of paper mache. That is the only explanation for that. Fancy poison ring. What if it was a conversation dagger? Well, if there was the conversation knife, the armor, we know that that has 100% armor piercing, but regardless, just looking at the raw stats of the kite shield versus a little round shield, that tells you all you need to know. The conversation dagger pierces both of them, as we saw earlier with the conversation dagger piercing a breastplate. Though it would have been funnier if you just took a mace out to bash him in the chest as the execution method, which would have been more accurate unless you actually, like, unstrapped his chest plate. But I guess they probably thought that was a little too graphic for the time. But nowadays we have Scorn, so, you know, what can you say? I am going to Hightown at night. Okay, so we need to, like, travel out of here, I think, and then travel back in so we can make it be nighttime. Some asinine thing like that, I believe. Yep.
I don't make my guards fight gangs in dark corners, but if you'd like to help...
I mean, I control the forces of life itself. I really don't care about gangs. Hello, Anders. I must head out for tonight. I gotta build a shelf. Well, I hope you don't bracket. But, best of luck, Quentin. Thank you for dropping by, and I hope you have a wonderful time.
I didn't see anyone suspicious out here. Let's do this fast. All right. I'll handle the talking. You watch.
I will. I always have a lovely time with my dear patients.
When we find Carl, just let me talk to him.
Carl, stabbing kills people, Carl. Carl.
Anders, I know you too well. I knew you would never give up.
What's wrong? Why are you...
Aw, they tempered him.
Rebellious, like you. The Templars knew I had to be made an example of.
No.
How else will mages ever master themselves? You'll understand, Anders. As soon as the Templars teach you to control yourself. This is the apostate.
No!
Yeah.
Never take another mage as you took him.
Based. Hello, fight. Welcome in. What can I say? I suppose I'm just an old soul after all. Now, let's, kill these traitors, shall we? Are you how's your night going? Are you having a nice night? I hope you are. Oh, that is not fair to have a Templar rogue. How are you going to be in full plate and doing flips and shit? That's rude. Nope, nope. You gotta love the walking bomb. My night has been wonderful. The game has been running very smoothly. It is a nice, fun action RPG, which is a nice change from the slog that was Dragon Age Origins.
It's like you brought a piece of the Fate into this world. I had already forgotten what that feels like.
But I do have to say, this is not a great vacation spot. Martial law, slave city of chains. Not exactly my first choice for a vacation destination, but it is also novel. Chat said I should play a mage, and it's nice to get to experience that side of things, even if we'll be going back to my poison and dagger wielding ways, because you can in fact play an alchemist in the third game. But for now...
Not the Fade part. The angry glowing bit.
It's like a gateway to the Fade inside you, glowing like a beacon.
I have some unique circumstances, yes. But Carl, what happened? How did they get you?
The Templars here are far more vigilant than in Ferelden. They found a letter I was writing you. You cannot imagine it, Anders. All the color, all the music in the world, gone. I would gladly give up my magic. But this... I'll never be whole again. Please, kill me before I forget again. I don't know how you brought it back, but it's fading.
Carl, no.
Is there no other way?
Find a cure. Can you cure a beheading? The dreams of tranquil mages are severed. There is nothing left of them to fix.
I would rather die a mage than live as a Templar puppet.
Do as he asks.
I would rather die than be tranquil. Help him.
I'll do it.
I got here too late. I'm sorry, Carl. I'm so sorry.
Now, it's fading. Why do you look at me like that?
Oh, are we gonna get another conversation knife?
Goodbye.
Yep. The conversation knife always wins.
We should leave before more Templars come.
We should go. I don't know about pro mage, but I do already control death enough to cause, you know, sudden visceral explosions, so...
Yes. This is the part where you tell me you're an abomination. You're wrong. But not far wrong. This is hard to explain. When I was in Amaranthine, I met a spirit of justice who was trapped outside the Fade. We became friends, and he recognized the injustice that mages and Thedas face every day.
A spirit of justice.
Different than a demon. Just as demons prey on the deadly sins of mankind, there are good spirits who embody our virtues. Spirits of compassion, fortitude, justice. They are the makers of
Whose justice?
and they have all but given up on us.
Are you saying what I think?
To do with your eyes glowing. To live outside the Fade, he needed a host. I offered to help him. We were going to work together, bring justice to every child ever ripped away from his mother to be sent to the Circle. But I guess I had too much anger. Once he was inside me, he changed.
Conversation knife always wins. Always. Eventually, I do... If you've seen the wonderful piece of art that Nico Muda made for me as a reimagined Dragon Age character where I have that dagger, I do eventually want to get that dagger as an actual asset for myself, because it is rather stylish, and I think it would suit me very well. And I think I will definitely call the Redeem to get that out. The Conversation Knife. That seems only fair.
That really didn't look like a happy, benevolent spirit from where I was standing.
The Templars will think the same. We're friends with a monster.
I really don't give a shit what you have to say, Carver.
Justice is righteous. Justice is hard. But my anger, when I see Templars...
Justice is hard, everyone.
...always outraged me. But I could never do anything about. He comes out. And he is no longer my friend, Justice. He is a force of vengeance, and he has no grasp of mercy.
So, okay, if you take a step back, Anders' power comes from the taint, and justice is always hard. He is an interesting fellow, that man.
Wow, your problems make mine seem small.
Here. These are all the documents I have for this area. I can understand if you would rather me not join you personally. I cannot control my need for vengeance. would ask no one to take on the danger of traveling with me. I will be here in my clinic.
No, you come with me. Yeah. Varric. Okay. Piss off, Carver. Hell yeah. Vengeance Tree. Panacea. Anders always had a knack for healing. While in this mode is active, nearby allies recuperate more quickly even in the heat of combat. Regroup. Anders can revive fallen friends. Damn. Aid allies. Health regeneration. 25%. Vengeance, while this mode is active, gains a measure of control over the spirit. Much more damage, becomes able to cast Martyr, but more susceptible. Okay, so he's a Berserker Mage. Martyr sacrifices his own health to replenish mana and cast spells more rapidly. Blood of my enemy. Anders won't rest until his task is complete. Every enemy he kills restores a portion of his health. And Swift Justice. Cooldown 90% for all spells. We will be moving up this tree at the soonest opportunity. That is level 7. In the meantime, dear Anders, I think you are going to be moving up the creation tree for us because... attack speed, heroic aura, glyph of repulsion, glyph of paralysis. That sounds potentially very useful. Yes, and then you have Winter's Grasp. Perfect. Okay, so we are going to move you up here and get you going. Oh, just upgrade your heal. That's, like, very important. Look at this strapping party. And Avalyn. Whoops. Okay, there also should be someone down here to get some... Oh, do I have to kill... I guess I have to kill all of the groups before I can claim my bounty from her. Because there can be only one mage company, because we have to make our name somehow. Okay. What's happening at the docks? Oh. You're really not going to want to do that, gentlemen. Goodbye. Oh, I love that spell. Where are all these people coming from? Hey, listen. Avalyn, please. When in doubt, giant rock always wins the day. Bottle of rotgut and an injury kit. Oh, Flint Company. What were they? Who had an issue with the Flint Company? Someone did. I don't know. Someone had an issue with them. Man, that spell really just turns the battle.
I don't think I can do that.
Hey, Varric.
You want me to do what? I don't think so. That's not really my thing.
Varric,
That's not really my thing.
you're a rogue.
You want me to do what? I don't think so.
Fine.
Shattering matter requires my attention this time.
Good luck with the killing. Thank you very much, Blue. I hope you enjoy your lurk, and as always, I hope you find our facilities to your liking for your research. Best of luck. And thank you for stopping by and being in chat today. I very much appreciate it, as always. Okay, what's going on down here?
More refugees pouring in every day.
Oh. Okay. You. Nope, no, bad. Thank you, Anders. You're so much more useful than that useless brother of mine. Look at you, healing me and freezing my enemies in a giant block of ice that I'm able to shatter with my fist of stone. Why would you ever pick a numbskull with a piece of iron over you and your spirit of justice? Damn straight. Can I... Magic. Magic. Willpower. Can I get my upgrade? Requires 3 points and level 8. Okay, so we're going to have to dump... Okay, so we're going to have to make sure we dump at least 1 more point in here before we get to level 8, which is 3 levels away, so that should be fine. Okay, that's next level we can pick up Spirit Strike, but this level we should probably gain Death Siphon by consuming entropic energy from nearby corpses. That seems useful. Because then we can keep our spells flying. Oh yeah, that's a fair amount of mana to pay. Who are you? Oh, okay. You're not a friend. So many not friends. Let's see. Oh boy, here I go killing again. Man, I forgot how much fun the combat in this game actually is. It is very entertaining. It is that old, like, 2010s, I think is when this came out. Style of just mindless action RPG. My Discord links are broken. Uh... Oh, that is quite strange. One moment, let me fix that immediately. I'll just be 1 second. Sorry about that. I'll have to check what went wrong there. That definitely... Oh, that would be why. It would be because a server boost ran out. Whoops. Server boost. Okay, give it a second and then try that again. Let's see. Da-da-da. Where? Server. Well, if it, so it should be back up. If it's not, there's a new invite link for right now, and I will fix that. But I very much appreciate you bringing that to my attention, Freya. It is amazing how many, things can fall through the cracks. Sorry about that. Now, let's go find some more people to kill. There are people, for what is supposed to be like a slum city, so many people just leave their debris of like useful healing potions and collectible gems just sitting out in boxes at night. So people are very trusting in this city. It's quite odd, I must say. There's the Kunari. Okay, I'm assuming that was just... Oh, right. We should probably keep our deal with Flemeth. After all, I do not want to make the great Flemeth angry at us. Sundermount. Oh. More Flint Company. You guys are persistent, I must say. Okay, I'm back. I was too late to build the shelf tonight. That is completely understandable, Quentin. I don't often like to get construction undergoing, right before bedtime, but then again, I also, I still have the sinkholes in the floor of my manor, so I'm not one for getting construction going any time of the day, it feels like. It takes too much time away from my research. I'm old, my bedtime is like 10 p.m. Yeah, that is similar to why I tend to stop streams at 10. Oh, they got very Irish.
I'm not expecting tea and cakes. I just need to see someone.
There's nothing here
Ow.
any human.
Manballs, thank you for the book. I will check it out after stream.
I thought he'd be an elf.
Enter the camp. Keeper Marithari has been waiting for you.
Cause trouble. And you'll meet our blades, stranger.
Yeah, listen to Otter, Quentin. You have to do it by yourself.
Marithari, I was told to bring you this.
Yes, nothing says hello like chucking a book at someone's head. That is definitely how I greet people. Oh yes, those are words.
I am Keeper Marithari. Let me look at you. There is a light.
The book was bedtime lullabies for you. I will indeed read myself a bedtime story then, I suppose. It's a dull tale.
Dragon fell from the sky, charred some darkspawn, then asked me to bring you this amulet. No big deal.
You are blessed by luck, then. I will pray that Miss Hal watches over your path. The amulet must be taken to an altar at the top of the mountain and given a Dalish rite for the departed. Then, return the amulet to me. Do this and your debt will be repaid.
If you can find a public domain bedtime story or an unofficially published one, Quentin, then I will read you a bedtime story if that is the story you want for your birthday.
Ask that you take her with you when you go.
As you wish.
It isn't what I want, but it is what she wants. You will find Meryl waiting for you on the trail just up the
I forgot about Meryl.
Dareth Shiral.
My imagination, or is Master Island's temper getting worse with time?
Meryl. I am not the best streamer, Quentin, but I'm glad you enjoy my streams very much.
Oh, I didn't hear. You must be the one the Keeper told me about. Anethera. I'm so sorry. I didn't ask your name. Unless... It's not rude to ask a human their name, is it? I'm Meryl, which you probably knew already. I'm Rambi.
She's so adorable.
You'll have to work harder than that to offend me. My name's Hawk.
Thank you. I'm afraid I'm not very experienced with your kind. The Keeper said you came from Ferelden.
She is adorable.
We only came north a few years ago.
Aw, thank you. I still say I'm not the best streamer, but I appreciate that you people enjoy spending time with me. It means a lot. Could be worse.
The cold and the dirt. Kirkwall's not brown enough for me. But hey, no darkspawn.
Ferelden wasn't that brown. The dirt and muck gave it character. We should go. Your task is for Asha Bellinar. It's not wise to make her wait.
Let's go. Okay, I think that will be a good stopping point as we have just acquired yet another wonderful character, and we can probably kick... Well, she's a mage too, so we'll probably kick Varric and just do triple mage knight as our party loadout. So, let me just do my paranoid double save. There were not tonight. There are unfortunately spiders in this game, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. For it is always spiders, I'm afraid. Let's pop back to my library to wrap up for the night. Well, everyone, thank you once again for spending time with me at the apothecary. I do very much appreciate it, and I hope you had a wonderful time. Let's see. I'm just checking if... Okay, I will have to reset the invite link for the Discord after we are done here, because it seems to have expired after the level went down. So if anyone is not in the Discord and wishes to spend more time at the apothecary after hours, you are welcome to join here if you are 18 or older. If you want to keep up to date on my newest projects and also see the myriad amount of art I've been commissioning lately, you can follow my Twitter here. And let's see, tomorrow I will be streaming Genshin. Will be catching up on the main story and things of that sort. So if you want to do some Genshin progression with me, I will be streaming tomorrow at 7 p.m. But Friday, I will be doing a collab with Emrys Rhymes with Abyss, who is a wonderful Elf Taylor VTuber, and we'll be playing Operation Tango, which is a asymmetrical co-op game where one person plays a secret agent and one person in a field trying to pull off some mission, and the other person plays a hacker that has to operate systems and gain access to systems and give them credentials and things of that sort. So I am very much looking forward to that, and Emrys is a joy and always very hilarious, so I do hope people will make time to come see us do that. For now, let's see who is online so we can go show them some love. Who is on? Let's see. Well, I do think we are going. It's been a while since we've raided my model sibling, Seely. So let's go show her love today. Seely is a water spirit VTuber, and she is ever energetic and just a ball of optimism. She is a joy, and we share the same model designer and rigger, and they did a wonderful job for both of us. So I do like to go show her support whenever I can. Let's see. So if you are a apprentice of mine, you can use this raid message. If you are a patient, you can use this message, and I do hope you will come along to say hello, because I'm sure she will enjoy that as she is playing some of the new Fire Emblem Engage. Otherwise, as always, thank you very much, everyone, for coming today, and I do appreciate you being my audience. Take care, and see you next time.
Our foes are strong. Let's engage. You know, let's just start off with a bang.
Emblem engage.
Magical! Magical powers.
What is that thing?
Plague raid! Dorian! Hello, welcome raiders! Thank you so much for the raid! How was your strum? What were you streaming? My name is Seely, by the way. I'm a water spirit, and I manifested a physical form. So now I can play games and get my butt handed to me in them. It's okay, I just murdered a horse. I am not smelly, it's a very odd thing to say. And lovely otters and Dr. Quentin, thank you so much for the follows. I really appreciate it. Dunka dunka. Cleaning service. Of course. Smooth brain cleanup